Hello, welcome back to Scalmely Cafe. Welcome to a little chat video where I'm going to describe how do I get my models back from Saudi Arabia back to the UK in one piece. Quite a few of the viewers have asked for this video and I don't think it's going to be very long. I've had great success while I've been out here, almost 5 years now in Saudi, 4 years modelling because I got stuck out here during COVID with no modelling gear at all, so I had an enforced year off. So 4 years worth of models have all travelled back to the UK without any breakages at all. Not even a pitot probe has pinged off. And the aim of this video is to show you exactly how I pack my models and then how I get them back. And the vast majority go back in the suitcase, not in hand luggage. Therefore, the subject of this video is I'm about to go home for Christmas. I've got 2 completed models to take back with me. The 32nd scale Spitfire, oh there it is, 32nd scale Spitfire Mark 12 conversion and the 172nd scale JP3 from Airfix. Opposite ends of the scales, a big one and a little one, and I'll just quickly show you how I do it. So let's pop over to the bench and I'll show you how I pack them up. Okay, so this is what we need, is a box like this. I prefer the ones with these sort of clip lids just for a bit of extra security. Obviously our aeroplane, and what I've got underneath here is a whole load of old style carrier bags, because that's what we have out here, which is a bit of a bonus actually. I know it's bad for the environment, but you know, I recycle them, as in I use them around the house. They don't get thrown away. There we are. Right, so the first thing to do is get a bunch of plastic bags. Here we go. And then what I do is, sorry for all the rustling on the camera, is I'll just make a bit of a bed. Then we take our model and we place it just in the middle like that. Then what we want to do is go around the outside. So I'm just going to tuck the nose in like that, and that way I know the nose is going to be protected from the front. Same for the wingtips. Now, as you can see here, I've got quite a large space. So I'm just going to put the tail in like that. And then I'm going to fill up the rest of the space. This side is more straightforward. I can just fill that up. And then, not too scrunched up, is I'm going to put plastic bag over the top. And another couple over the top like that. I don't want to squash it down too hard at all. I'm not going to wedge it in too tightly. And there we have it. There is the model, all protected from, you know, bangs and things like that. As long as that's secure in the case, then that'll be fine. And I'm very confident that's going to get back in one piece, he says here. So what we'll do is we'll turn to the big one now, the Spitfire. Here is the Spitfire. Now, obviously, we have some vulnerable areas. As you would have seen in the video, the propeller is just magnetized, so that's easy enough to come off. But also, I haven't glued in the area mast. What I'll do with that I should have prepared that earlier, shouldn't I? Right, what I do with that is I just get a piece of tape. And I'll tape it somewhere obvious, like on the fuselage. And that'll be nice and secure. I'm probably going to leave the undercarriage in place. We'll see how we get on. That they could come off actually in this model, because that's only held on by magnets. In fact, why don't I just try that? I'll just stop the camera and see if I can find the little screwdriver thing. Well, that's bloody typical. I can't find it. So the undercarriage is staying down. Right, okay. Obviously, bigger box. Ooh, I've got to be careful I don't hit the model. And then we're going to do exactly the same process, but obviously it's just a bit bigger. Okay, so that's the base of it done. I've got a smaller bag here. Actually, did I glue the tail wheel in? Oh, look at that. I didn't glue the tail wheel in. That can have the same treatment. Tape that on there. Right, all right then. So I need to protect the undercarriage, and I just support it by putting a plastic bag in between. I'm now going like that. Then we just pack out the rest of the box. So, as before, making sure it's protected on all sides. Now, sometimes you might have something a bit vulnerable, like the mirror there. So what I tend to do, just in case it gets knocked off, is I'll just put a bit of tape on it. Now, if it does get knocked off, I'll find it again. And there we are. That is, again, all secure. The only thing I need to do now is put them in the suitcase and fly home. Let's nip back to the chair and we'll have a very quick wash up. There we go. All safely packed away. In those boxes, they are going to go in my suitcase, and I'm going to make sure that the box inside the suitcase won't rattle around, so bungs and whatever else I need to take back with me. And it's nice, it's secure. The carrier bags do an exceptional job of absorbing all the bangs and the knocks and the shocks. It's almost like it's kind of floating in air. I obviously do take some precautions, and I could have, as I said, taken off the undercarriage for the Spitfire, and actually, in hindsight, I might go and unpack it and redo it. We'll have to see. But yeah, we'll all be nice and safe and sound. And then when I get back to the UK, I'll do an unboxing and I'll show you how they fared. And I really hope that I haven't jinxed things, and this is the first time I've actually had some breakages. Wouldn't that be ironic? But we'll check. So the next time you'll see me is I'll be at home, and I'll show you unboxing the suitcase and how the models fared after their journey. So I'll see you back in the UK. Here we go. I'm going to do a YouTube thing now. Stand by. Hello, welcome to the cave. Right, as you've just seen then, I've packed up the models. I've been home for about half an hour, said hello to the family. They've gone shopping because we've got nothing in, to the supermarket. I'll leave the girls to it. And it's a good opportunity to open up the suitcase and have a look and see how the models have fared. So let me just pick you up. This is proper vlog style, isn't it, Ryan? How do I turn it like that? Press that button. Right, here's the case then. I've emptied out a few bits. I've brought a few kits back with me that I'm not going to build anytime soon. Oh, sorry. And a couple of books that I've read. Ready to take back all my Christmas stuff, which is going to be cool. So let's just, I wonder if I can zoom out on this thing. Yeah, here we go. That's going to be a bit better, isn't it? Right, we'll zoom out. And here they are, the two models. I had a few other bits and pieces in here already that I've taken out, but that's always useful for when I go back to take my purchases back. Right, so let's have a look at the JP first. See how the little one has fared. Sorry for the shadows, but I've got the light on. Right, moment of truth. Honestly, this is the first time I've opened it since I've been back. I'm very careful. I do have an emergency repair kit here, so if anything does get broken, I can fix it. But there we go, look. As you can see, it's in one piece. Undercarriage is on. Pitos there. The photo etch aerials, top and bottom on the fuselage, are there. So that is a success.
Hooray! Hooray for you! Hooray! Hooray!
You can see how good the carrier bags are at absorbing any sort of baggage handling mishaps. And we'll stick that, I've already pre-planned this, so I'm going to put this on my training shelf. There we go, pride of place, right at the front there, with my other trainers. There we are. In the shelf it goes. Close that. There's an empty shelf, ready for the Spitfire. So let's try the Spitfire then. We can do that in here, I think. Right, I'll just take these off. I can see it gleaming. Right, there's the propeller. Put that down there. Right, here's the taped up mirror, and that survived. So we'll carefully lift it out. Undercarriage seems in one piece. Right, let's just put this on the carpet. Right, bit difficult to do this one-handed, so what I'm going to do, spin you around on me, and we'll just untake the tail wheel, and that can just be pushed in like that. And then the aerial mast, just trying careful not to scratch the paint. Well, here's the mast. That can go back in there. Where's that go? In there. Comme ça. There we go. So there's the mast and the tail wheel. And then the propeller magnetised on the front. There we go. Spitfire back in one piece. Right, let's turn you around again. Lift you up. There we are. And there is the Spitfire in all her glory. Definite pride of place in the cabinet. There we are. Perfect. In fact, I'll just turn you. So you might recognise the Hurricanes there, the Malta Spitfires, the Fulmer, the 109 and the Tripala. What else have we gone? Yeah, so we've got the S199s there, some of the 109s that I've done. Some of the clear prop and armour stuff that I've done. There's the FX Beaver at the back. There's my Christmas tree. There we are. Right, so let's put you back down there. Bit of a wash up. There we go. So I hope you have found that useful. If you're going to travel, international travel especially, on aircraft, as you can see, as long as you pack up the models carefully, carrier bags do an awesome job of absorbing any impacts. And as long as you pack the boxes relatively tightly in your suitcase, so the boxes don't rattle around either, they're held in place, you can see it works very, very well. And obviously I build on my models overseas and then bring them back home and put them in the display cabinet. But if you're going to sell some models and send them in the post, I've done that very successfully. But I would always add a little caveat at the bottom to say that, you know, damage is not, always guaranteed not to be damaged. But basic modelling skills for quick repairs. As long as you put that disclaimer, you should be fine. And even if you're going to go to an overseas model show and you're going to fly, if you can't take it in your hand luggage because it's a bit too big, then don't be afraid to stick it in the hold, as long as you do something like that with the carrier bags, and you should be fine. There we are. I'll leave it there. I hope you found that useful, and I'll see you very, very soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.